There are tons of conversations going on seemingly everywhere about AI agents. And if you're anything like me, as you hear these conversations, you start to get excited thinking about the possibilities of how they could change the way that you work. You think, if I could build that one perfect agent, it would completely change my workday. And then you sit down in front of a prompt window to begin working on your agent, and you're greeted with a different feeling, a feeling of overwhelm, as you start to think, I don't even know where to get started. And that's because there's one thing that most of these AI agent videos and conversations aren't telling you, and that's that nobody knows what your perfect agent is. A perfect agent doesn't start from copying someone else's idea or following a tutorial. It starts by finding something that's meaningful and impactful to your daily work. And now, hearing me say that out loud, you may be thinking, well, that's reassuring, but I'm still staring at a blank page and I'm no closer to building my perfect agent. The good news is, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. The perfect agent doesn't begin with a prompt or with a data set or by copying someone else's work. It begins by establishing intention for what you want your perfect agent to do. It starts with a clear sense of why you're even building an agent at all. Think about your day, the small moments that take away time, the things that you wish could be just done a little bit better, but maybe don't have the resources for. This is where all worthwhile agents begin. An AI agent isn't here to replace you, it's here to extend you, to make your day smoother, to make your work lighter, and to make your ideas move faster than ever before. The best agents typically don't start as massive breakthroughs, they start as tiny experiments. You don't need to build something perfect, you just need to build something, because it's almost assured that your first agent isn't going to be your best one. But that's perfectly fine. That's the process working. Building a good agent is really about discovery. Each version teaches you something new, what you need, what things don't matter, and the things that only you can define. Start simple. Let it be messy. You'll make mistakes as you go, everyone does. But the reality is, the best agent builders don't shy away from mistakes. They embrace and learn from them and use them to iterate and improve as they move along. So once you've sat down and you've answered that question of what should my agent do, what's the next step? Well, the reality is the next step is good data. Not more data, not all the data, the right data. Once you know what you want your agent to do, the next step is to plan for what it needs to do that job well. Think about it as a new teammate. What information, what context would you need to give them to be successful? And that is your roadmap. Because great agents aren't built on complexity, they're built on clarity and context. So before you jump into that prompt window and just start trying to build, just take a pause for a moment. Think about the intention of your agent. What do you want it to accomplish? What data does it need to be successful at this task? And be prepared to start simple and iterate. Don't build for perfect. Build with intention. Each small step that you make is progress towards your perfect agent. And through that progress, don't be afraid to iterate, learn, and change things as you go. Because the reality is, it's with that intention that all great agents begin.